Why not start early? I need the sun.
Yeah, they were totally screwed up.
I was seriously mind blown. Cheers! Hello everyone and welcome back to today's vlog. In this vlog today, we are going to be exiting our lazy girl era. Summer is basically a month away, which means pretty soon we're all gonna be doing our mid-year reset, checking in with each other. And so I figured, why not start early? Instead of waiting until June to accomplish all our goals and reset, make sure that we are becoming the best version of ourselves in June and for the rest of the year, why not start early? Because I don't know about you guys, but I didn't even realize it was the beginning of May until yesterday. I seriously thought that yesterday was like the 2nd or the 3rd of May. We are already almost through the first week of May. Honestly, I am in very much need of a really good productive day, just like accomplishing all of our goals, because yesterday, not that I didn't have a good day, but I definitely didn't wake up in the best mood. I wasn't doing most of all the healthy habits that I do usually, like working out, drinking water. So I figured, why not try and get back on track today? I also, in fact, this morning did not wake up on time or in the best mood. It's almost 10 o'clock, and if you know me, then you know I'm usually an early riser around 7 or 8, but lately I've just been so tired hitting that snooze button. But this also goes to show that even if you don't wake up on time or you wake up late, you can still have a good productive day. Also, not to mention, I normally don't ever start my mornings with just a cup of water. I totally should. I normally drink more water throughout the day, like the afternoon. I am gonna go hit a workout soon, but I wanted to make sure that I get my water intake in to start hydrating my body before I decide to caffeinate it. I just made some pre-workout. Ooh, that is so sour. Let's go hit a fire workout. For the day. My hair is currently on like day 3, so we had to do a little half up, half down. You guys, my hair is getting so long. Like, do we see this? This is definitely the longest my hair has literally ever been. I wanted to give you guys a quick little update on something. If you watched a few vlogs ago, I had opened up about my alopecia areata. We have a hair growing. I am finally able to like put my hair up and it not show like a huge bald spot. On another note, it is another gloomy day here in SoCal. I need the sun. Like, the sun needs to come out right now. I feel like I'm pulling all of the good energy, good vibes out of me to make sure that I don't like spiral into overthinking and stuff. I don't know. Whenever there's a gloomy day, I tend to like overthink more, not feel as motivated because it's gloomy, hence the comfortable fit, because I have quite the busy day and I just want to be comfortable today. I made some coffee this morning and the coffee came out good today, you guys. I do have some time before I leave for work. So before I head out for work, I wanted to do some journaling, mainly because I haven't done it in a few days and I think it would just be good for me. But I'm going to go upstairs and journal in our little sky lounge area. One of the things I love about my apartment, and I've said it in a few vlogs, is there's just so many places to work, so many spaces to be productive. But I am such a homebody and I feel like I can easily coop myself up in my apartment. And so just like finding little ways to leave my apartment even before I actually have to leave my apartment just kind of helps motivate me, and like feeling the fresh air and knowing that I don't always have to cocoon myself in my little shell. So I have my journals here, I have my coffee, and we're gonna go journal. Currently on my way to work, and I just wanted to show you guys that usually when I'm driving or I'm going to work or wherever I'm going, I like to listen to a podcast. So I'm currently listening to this one. It's by the Mindset Mentor, and I never realize how many thoughts that I get when I'm driving, and whether they're negative, positive, or anything like that. I just like to listen to something that will keep motivating me and uplifting me throughout my day. Personally, for me, work is a slight stressor and does give me a little bit of anxiety, so just to stop from overthinking and keeping the good vibes going, I like to listen to a podcast. Sometimes I will listen to music, like really uplifting music, but just kind of depends on like what mood I'm in.
Yeah, they were completely screwed up. Everybody is always doing the best they can.
It is a lot later and it is time to chef it up and cook some dinner. All day today, you guys, it has just been cloudy and gloomy, and it just makes me want to make some type of comfort meal. So tonight we're going to be making my favorite Filipino comfort soup, which is pork sinigang. She is in her cooking era. I'm not sure what it is. Recently I've just been in love with like cooking meals and putting more effort into the food that I'm eating. If you don't know, your girl is half Filipino, so of course I have to go back to my roots. I have accumulated all of my ingredients. So with that said, your girl is actually so hungry. Like, I'm so hungry right now. So with that said, let's get to cooking. Just got done. We're gonna do a little taste test. I am so excited for this. This is, I swear, my comfort meal. Cheers. Don't mind her. It is a couple days later, and I just wanted to chit chat with you guys. I wanted to share some tips that have really been helping me just take action, get out of my head, get me up and moving. And so just know that some of these tips may help you. Some of these may be just like a mind opener for you. So just make sure to take everything that I say with a grain of salt, because everyone's lifestyle is different. We all have different goals. To start off, the very first thing that I wanted to talk about is probably the one tip that's just like such a mind opener. And when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. But when you really dive deep into how it pertains to you, you're like, whoa. And that is, whatever goal that you have in life, it is up to you. It's not up to your mom, it's not up to your dad, it's not up to your family, it's up to you to decide, okay, I'm gonna now start taking these actions. Okay, now I'm going to start being consistent. If you want a certain dream life, it's up to you. And so when you think about that, when you kind of reflect on where you're at in your life right now and just the habits that you're doing and whatever's making you feel like crap, you realize that you're doing it to yourself. Which leads me into my second tip that has really been also helping me is discipline. Now, you may be hearing discipline, you're like, oh yeah, that's where, you know, you're just really disciplined and you're strict with yourself and you follow all these rules, blah, blah, blah. My mind changed and my outlook changed when I realized that discipline isn't just about being consistent, it's about self-respect. And when I heard that discipline is a form of self-respect, I was seriously mind blown. I feel like knowing that discipline is a form of self-respect, it kind of just like hits you like a wave. At least it did for me, because you're realizing that whatever habits that you say you're going to do, you kind of ask yourself, you're like, do I respect my own self? And that's exactly what I did when I heard the saying, discipline is a form of self-respect. And so it's kind of like a light bulb just turns on. And for me, it just made me think like, oh my gosh, like I want to respect myself. So it's up to me to go do that workout, to film that video, to go to that dance class. Now we all know that life isn't perfect. We have our ups and our downs, and some days we just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Trust me, I've had so many of those days. And so what I always tell myself is whenever I notice I don't make it to a workout, or I don't make it to a dance class, or if I don't get everything checked off my to-do list, I notice I tend to start to negatively talk to myself. I'm like, well, you know, you must not respect yourself enough, or you should have tried harder. Life happens and we're human, and I always live by the saying now, show up for yourself at least 1% every single day. Whether that's you're waking up and just getting out of bed. Sometimes honestly, just getting out of bed is hard enough. You can easily substitute things to make sure that you're showing up for yourself 1% each day. And sometimes for me, just telling myself good things that I can do these things is sometimes just a win. Following this tip of showing up for yourself at least 1% every day leads me into my next tip, is consistency. We all know that being consistent is to getting better at something, to improve in something. Like I said, life is not perfect, and sometimes we don't get to all of our goals during the day. So going back to that 1% every day, making sure that you showing up for yourself 1% every single day is consistent, it like changes the game. I am also one of those people that just firmly believes what you embrace and what you radiate is what you attract. So if you are waking up every single day and you're just mopey, you're not having it, you're going to attract that energy. So if you are talking negatively about yourself, negative energy will automatically radiate back to you. And so by being grateful for what you have and showing up every day with a clear intention, easier said than done. I catch myself honestly sometimes with this, especially in the self-talk. I don't realize how much I am negatively talking to myself. I'm just like, Cece, like you are so capable of doing all these things. Why are you telling yourself the opposite? You are your own worst enemy, but you're also your biggest cheerleader. So if you're focusing on hating on yourself or negatively talking to yourself, like I do sometimes, you kind of just have to change that. You kind of just have to be your biggest cheerleader. Say, you know what? I am not confident with how I'm feeling right now, but I know that it's all in my head, and I'm going to be confident in what I am in, and just know that I'm human. Just like little things to like change your mindset and shift it works wonders. Trust me guys, I am that person that can find any little nitpicky thing and saying, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or this doesn't look a certain way that I want it to, it looks like this, blah, blah, blah. But once I'm like, okay, well, I have an apartment to live in. I have a husband that loves me dearly. I have a dog that I love so much and is her healthiest self. It makes life and all the things that we complain about a little less important important. Like, hey, I probably shouldn't be nitpicky about these things and I should just embrace the life that I have. Another thing is to literally embrace the messiness, embrace the chaotic parts of your growing journey, because every single person is on a journey and it's not necessarily about the destination, it's how we get there, and those are the things that we learn that shape us into who we are. And so I feel like a lot of people tend to have a fear of looking stupid or looking messy and not put together. You can't always be so put together, which leads me into one of the last ones that I'm going to give you all. And I have mainly learned this tip from some mentors that I have in my life and just some friends that I have in my life, is to watch the stories that you're telling yourself. And this kind of ties in with the negative self-talk. I feel like this was a huge game changer for me. I didn't realize that, you know, I'm telling myself all these little stories. And what I mean by stories is that basically means, like, obviously they're not true. It's like when you read a fiction book, none of it is true. So why are you telling yourself that? It's like a brain check. I know I just rambled a lot, but these are just some of the tips that have genuinely helped me the last few weeks. And obviously I'm here to help you, whether it's motivation or just to go through everyday life. I really hope some of these tips helped you. If you are not subscribed, make sure you go subscribe. And I love you all so much. You got this, we got this, we're in this together, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Mwah!
God, I never felt so dizzy. What is happening? couldn't 눈빛으로 바라보면